episode of NBA 2K TV.
One fine day with a wolf and a fur, a baby was born in the cottage store. Nose, blooded nose, three-eyed frog, a feline, canine, little cat dog, cat dog, cat dog. Alone in the world, little cat dog.
Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you so much. What better way to learn from your mistakes? Hey, this is an interesting point in the season, Brent. You're in the middle of an 82-game schedule. Easy to lose focus. So that being said, how do coaches keep their guys mentally sharp, mentally prepared for each and every night?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. Were you asking me something?
I was, Brent, and I'm not going to ask it again.
Oh,
so hopefully you heard some.
I'm kidding. That's one of the things, Kevin, I would say. Be creative with your practice scheduling. Maybe a couple more days off. You know, do something that's outside the norm so guys don't feel like it's the broken record portion of the season. I think some of the best coaches in our league keep it creative and light at this point in the year.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Suns, Favors is out there with Chandler. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Conley, and it's Butler in at the small forward. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Another miss by Conley. Favors against Parker. To the paint, and the dunk by Jordan.
Incredible that Antetokounmpo has grown the way he has as a leader for the ball club. He wants to make his teammates better, and you can see that with the way he passes the ball.
Now here's Favors. 8 points his last outing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker with no one around, and that one falls coming off Conley's feed.
When a guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Collison dishes to Jordan. Jordan with a screen on Butler. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
The muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now. Another remarkable thing to me about Giannis is the way that he's improved so quickly and solidified the fundamental part of the game. Giannis didn't grow up playing basketball. We've heard that story before, but jumping from the Greek second division to the NBA, what a gigantic difference of competition, and he's risen to the level.
Butler, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
Collison, no good.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
Jordan with the rebound. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. You're in a great groove.
And with Giannis's background is really something incredible. Very modest beginnings. But, Brett, he's put in a lot of work to make sure he's a basketball success.
There are some players, Kevin, who just understand what it takes to be in the NBA, and Giannis is one of them. But what he's done, Kevin, is he's realized his potential. He sees what's out there, and he wants to maximize it all. And every year he's taking a leap, and those leaps seem to be bounds.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Collison with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Middleton. For 3. Good on the triple. Middleton's got 5.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
Outside Conley. On the wing, Chandler. Chandler is screen. Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Conley. That's a 2 from Butler. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Denver Nuggets.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight. Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Booker the pass to Conley. Booker against Middleton. On the wing, Chandler. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Conley kicks to Butler. Favors with a screen on Collison. Just 5 on the clock. Conley with the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he'll keep the D honest with his three-point shooting. And when Conley's got that shot falling, it makes him much more effective as an all-around point guard.
Now here's Middleton. He has 5. Jordan dishes to Antetokounmpo. With a step back, count the basket. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far.
You got to try to body Giannis up and knock him off balance because he's very consistent on the interior.
Favors with the screen. Conley the pass to Favors. And Parker with the block. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Jordan. He kicks it to Collison. Jordan the screen. Shot off the pick. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Conley kicks to Favors. On the wing, Booker. Outside Conley. Here's the 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
I feel like the strength of this Milwaukee Buck team is in their wing play. A great collection of talent who can mix and match and play a bunch of positions. A lot of switchable defenders out there. And most of their scoring production comes from that wing position.
Conley dishes to Chandler. Favors with the screen. Here's Conley, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Conley's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, and coming off that pick there, Conley able to get to his sweet spot and convert.
Jordan the screen, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And last season, Giannis truly making the leap to superstar in the NBA. Brent was recognized by the fans, as well as he was voted in as a starter for the All-Star game in New Orleans.
And I love the point that Giannis made last year with regards to that All-Star voting, Kevin. He said he would have gotten more votes if people knew how to spell his name correctly. I still get it wrong.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Mejri, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Thon Maker comes in for Parker. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Darren Collison. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Chris Middleton.
And Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak, he's a very exciting player, continues to improve, and does a little bit of everything on a nightly basis.
The kick outside to Butler. There's a screen by Chris. Aminu against Butler. Count it. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
And Butler just too tough to contain. Incredible at keeping his focus even when the D
Giannis in
is
at
all
point
over.
guard. Mike James guarding him.
Puts it up from 12.
Well,
makes a big height bounce and
good
goes
game.
in. 10 points for him.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Williams kicks to Butler. Over Aminu. And it's Butler missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the basket by Maker.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Young following the basket by Thon Maker. Pass to Chris. Butler up top. He's covered by Aminu. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
Aminu against Butler. Aminu misses. Suns trail by 7. James kicks to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Now, Marquise Chris is becoming one of those guys you got to see when he's jamming it down.
So it's the Bucks now, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
I think if the coaching staff goes back and looks at the film and you assess the quality of looks, they're not going to be happy about it. At times they just failed to take advantage of the openings for the best shooters.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
We often talk about how players have evolved over the years, but Brent, what about strategies on both sides of the ball? Where has that evolved?
I think the last 5 or 6 years, what we're seeing is definitely on the offensive end, more of a European style of basketball where we have passing, off the ball cutting, multiple times where the big comes out of the hole, which is the post-up area, Kevin, to the top of the key to be a conduit from both sides of the floor. That draws the whole line of defense up and creates opportunities behind the play. If we go to the defensive end, Kev, that's all about switching. Versatility on the defensive end comes from switching, swarming defenses, and that's where teams are trending to go. Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Aminu with it. Butler covering.
Where? Bullshit.
Robinson's checked in for Phoenix.
Mejri's a bitch. Glenn Robinson the third. Esquire.
There's 1:54 left in the first. Passes to Brogdon.
What is going
Just
on
4
here?
to shoot.
Okay, Giannis.
And Aminu kicks to Matthews. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 5.
Pull it.
Here's Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Thonmaker.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Suns shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. It is strange to think that some of the players that Jason Kidd coaches on this team might have been too young to see how good he was when he played.
Well, Giannis is a prime example. Last season, Giannis was benched by Kidd, and then he looked up Kidd's credentials, and he said, wow, rookie of the year, never lost in the Olympics, won the finals, and is an NBA champion. That's right, Giannis. Sometimes looking things up in the internet can be beneficial.
Now
Move
here's
the ball.
James.
Move the ball.
Outside for Robinson. Brogdon against James. Here's Young. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm. And up and down this Suns roster, there is a ton of youth. One of the younger teams in our league last season, and that was weighted with Tyson Chandler's age. A lot of young players looking to make their mark here in the NBA.
Okafor is checked in for Allen Williams. And last season, the Suns broke their franchise record for the youngest starting five the team has ever put on the court on multiple occasions.
Yeah, and with those young lineups, you could see the benefits, but also the concerns. I mean, they got a lot of extended looks at young players, and this team figures to have a bright future. But let's face it, there were some inconsistent stretches because of that youth. It's always difficult for a young group to learn how to become efficient and effective in the half court.
And it's the Suns with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Young from outside. The second chance effort. Chris kicks to Young. Back to Chris. James outside to the middle. Second chance shot. And
Hell
it's
yeah!
Time on the assist by James. Okafor's got the game tied up here for the Suns. Tie game in Milwaukee. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on, you wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Okafor out there with Chris. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Young. And it's James in at the one spot.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Now, here's Brogdon. Mejri, the pass to Brogdon. Outside, Robinson. Shoots off the screen. Again, Phoenix.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Now, here's Mejri. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Brogdon inside the line. That one wide left.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Bucks trail by 3. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4, and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Now, here's Matthews. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Brent, over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to manage the various egos and make sure the touches are the same, or at least they understand why the touches are being doled out the way they are?
I think the teams that have great management and great coaches that are in touch with these guys, Kevin, understand what type of player are you getting, doing your homework and understanding, are these guys at a situation in their careers where they're still needing to prove something, or are they ready to get down to the business of winning? If it's about winning, that ego goes out the door.
Parker outside. And there's the feed to Collison. Fires the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Parker's got 5 points so far.
Nice to see Jabari Parker looking more and more comfortable behind the 3-point line.
Now here's Conley. He had 13 points in the win against Denver.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Suns have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Thonmaker.
When the Bucks ownership changed just a few years back, you could feel that there was a change for the direction of this basketball club, and they're much more focused on building from the draft, taking a lot of young players that have tremendous potential and seeing where they can go. They're doing everything they can to make this a great free agent destination. The new arena will help that.
Conley kicks to Favors. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Collison using his post move to get the 2 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside Conley. Picked by Okafor. Robinson goes in. Matthews with the steal.
Wow.
Plenty of space. That's short off the rim. Suns trail by 3. Conley kicks to Robinson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Dishes it to Booker. Picked by Okafor. Booker inside.
Whoa.
He's covered by Matthews. A nice shot by Booker.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
Parker sets the screen for Collison. They set the pick. And here's Matthews from the arc. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from 3-point range that you just love to see.
Now here's Favors. He's been patient so far.
Right,
nothing yet on the scoreboard.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
There's a screen by Robinson. Favors dishes to Booker. From 8. That misses off the backboard.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
A nice shot by Jordan.
You're so
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer. He knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Picked by Okafor. Booker the pass to Robinson. Okafor with the screen on Matthews. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer off the mark. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Screen by Parker. Stolen by Robinson. Inside, Favors. Oh!
Yeah. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Conley. He's got 5. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Brent, you certainly grew up around basketball. Your dad was a legend. Your brothers certainly played at a very high level. What kind of advantage do you think that gave you, if any, as your career was progressing?
It's funny, Kevin. I can't get away from it. I'm sitting next to you now, and we're watching basketball. So,
I know it. Here it is.
The advantage, I think, is just absorbing all of that stuff. Maybe on a subconscious level, that you're taking in everything about what the profession was going to represent for you, if in fact you got there, and thank goodness I did.
Well, I always sense you had a very wide view. Your lens was always wide, capturing as much as you could gather.
Yeah, it was like a 10 to 22 on any camera.
Shots good by Middleton.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Suns trail by 3. Conley kicks to Booker. Chandler a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Chandler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Brogdon, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Milwaukee leading by 3. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's the screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Suns.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop.
Suns trail by 3. And here is Conley. He's got 5. Picked by Williams. On the wing, Booker. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's 10 points for Devin Booker.
That's a nice stroke there from Devin Booker. He is a great shooter from deep.
Brogdon against Conley. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Over Butler. And again, the Bucks miss.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Conley gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 5. Chandler with the steal. And it's Conley penetrating. And it's blocked by Jordan.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Pass to Brogdon. He feeds it to Middleton. Jordan with the screen on Booker. 6 to shoot. Chandler with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Butler. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 5. Brogdon kicks to Parker. Jordan the screen. To halt the run, Parker's shot is off.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Butler, no good.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Covered by Conley. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Oh, boy.
Nice shot by Booker.
I like to watch Devin Booker get himself in that in-between area on the floor and get a jump shot off like that.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Measury, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Aminu comes in for Jabari Parker. And then for Phoenix, Young's checked in for Booker. And James subbed in for Mike Conley.
Well, the sun set for the Phoenix organization on the draft this year as they ended up falling out of the top three after a really tough season. Still, they have a lot of youth to build around for their foreseeable future.
Now here's Butler. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Denver. There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Brogdon. And James pulls it down. And Brent, even with the bad luck in the lottery, the Suns picked up another great player to add to the likes of Chris and Booker.
For a while, it seemed like the Suns were just stuck between trying to compete and then fully retooling this entire team, and that's what they did. They have committed to the youth. They also have a very young coach in Earl Watson that could get their ear, and maybe if these guys have the shared experience coming up together of not having consistent success, that if it turns around for them, something special could be brewing.
I
Now
hope
here's Middleton.
so.
Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Goes up on the wing, and with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
I like how Giannis buries that mid-range shot right there. The D's got to be a bit better than that.
And they call an illegal screen here.
What?
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort.
Oh, Mike.
Right now, he knows what the timing of the play should be. He gets a little lazy about what it could be.
The Bucks making a switch here. Makers checked in, and a change for the Suns. Chris is checked in. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Now Young. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. And the Bucks with possession here. The Bucks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. The first one falls. That one drops. He ties
Let's
it
go.
up.
Get that lead back. Mike James. Mike James.
That shot off the mark. Tie game in Milwaukee. And
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
I was super impressed with their shot selection.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Antetokounmpo in this game has been everywhere.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Milwaukee has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Giannis and Parker, the explosive forward pair. Chris Middleton is out there with Collison. And it's Jordan in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Parker exploding to the hoop, and the defense can't match up the great combination of size and speed shown on that play.
Middleton against Booker. And a miss there on the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, he's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Here's Conley. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Favors with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Chandler dishes to Conley. Butler against Antetokounmpo. And Butler, here we go. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Parker kicks to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, how about the power from DJ there, slamming it down. Well, after the knee injury that Parker suffered as a rookie, you just really hope all that explosiveness would come back. It did in a big way. Unfortunately, had another tear of the ACL, which started the process over again. But given his track record, I think he'll be back to form.
Here's Collison. Derek Favors making his last shot. They set the pick.
Need to stop, boys.
Parker passes to Antetokounmpo for 3. Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th assist in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Butler up top. Antetokounmpo
Oh my
defending.
God.
They got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Just how the game started.
Conley kicks to Booker. Back to Conley.
Why are you catching the ball 40 feet away from the hoop?
Chandler with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Parker against Conley. Wants to get it to Butler and does. That one goes in. Butler's got 18 points.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now here's Parker. 11 points in the game. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo over Booker. And he overshot that one, missing. Suns trail by 7. Outside Butler. Kicks it to Conley. Outside Favors. On the wing Booker. But 3. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9. 67% shooting.
You got to play up on Devin Booker even when he doesn't have the ball. Once he catches the pass, he's ready to let it go.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 19 points in the game. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Favors with the screen. Back to Conley. Shoots the three. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his third assist on the night.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
Jordan with the screen on Conley. Collison inside, covered by Conley. A shot by Middleton, wide open. No good from outside. Suns trail by 3. Booker with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Suns have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Matthews, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the Suns making a change here as well.
Oh, no.
Okafor is checked in for Tyson Chandler. And it's tied up with that one.
It's hard to imagine a team playing faster than Houston or Golden State, but the Suns actually do that. They push the pace. Phoenix, the second highest paced team in the league last season. This team, like many other Suns teams, wants to get out and run up and down. Use those young legs to find scoring opportunities.
Here's Butler. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Conley gets the bucket.
All these open threes they've given up have really been the driving force on this run.
Butler against Antetokounmpo. Outside Matthews. Jordan the screen. Antetokounmpo against Butler. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And Brett, talking about pace and the Suns, of course, they're great teams in the 7 seconds or less era. What was it like playing against that kind of team?
It was incredible to watch Steve Nash operate in the pick and roll like a surgeon. Anytime you gave up something on the weak side or were 2 or 4 feet away from a spot on the floor you needed to be, Steve would take advantage of that, and Amari Stoudemire would be dunking on your head. Not all that fun. But guess what, Kevin? We did end up beating him.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Parker passes to Collison. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Jordan the screen.
Play defense.
That
Holy
shot
shit.
off. And Phoenix the other way now. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. From 13, yep, it counts. Butler's got 23.
And how about Butler just rising up from there? A solid shooter when he's in that mid-range area.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Collison. Jordan sets the pick for Collison. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Brent, some incredible players have put on the jersey for the Bucks in their storied history. You have a favorite Bucks player who you always appreciated watching?
Well, I'll name 3, Kevin. First, Jack Sikma. Second, Sidney Moncrief. And third, Terry Cummings. Those were some of the more incredible offensive teams during the 1980s that do not get enough credit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Measuring, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Maker comes in for Jabari Parker. And Brogdon subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Conley rejected by Collison.
Wow.
Tries yet again.
Wow.
Favors can't get it to go.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now, here's Brogdon. 5 points in the game. Feeds it to Maker. Clock at 4. And for 3, Collison. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The Suns have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Booker dishes to Conley. Fires the 3. Rebound Milwaukee. Collison, the pass to Matthews. Back to Collison. Here's Measuring. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Bucks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. Allen Williams, he's checked in for the Suns. James comes in for Michael Conley. Now here's Booker. He's got 15.
Whoa!
And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Milwaukee's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Allison with it. He's picked up by James.
Why are you switching that?
Maker kicks to Brogdon. In the corner, Collison with it. Back to Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
And here's Collison after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. With some arc, second shot opportunity, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Chris has got 5 rebounds tonight. James with it, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
Bucks have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's the screen. Back to Brogdon. And Aminu kicks to Collison. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And a chance now to review the shot chart for Milwaukee.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times. Because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done. And they should probably start looking to get the ball inside more. The three-pointer hasn't been there for them like it was in that first half. And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Aminu, no one around him. Here's Mesri. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
James kicks to Chris. There's the dish to Young. And he's good on the 3-ball. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The pass to Aminu. Back to Collison. There's the pick. He kicks it to Aminu. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Yeah, it's a nice read by Aminu coming off the pick to find the open spot on the floor to get 2 points.
James dishes to Young.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
1:32 left in the third. In the corner, it's James. There's a screen by Chris. 11 feet away. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
That's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Count it, good. And the Suns lead by 4.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Now, here's Mesri. Shoot from the right block. The shot's good. Collison's got 10. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
With 3, Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Pass to Aminu. There's a good screen. Here's Brogdon. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Go.
Suns leading by 5. It's Young on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark.
Check.
Right side, Collison. Over James. No good. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defense.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Well, Phoenix shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker out there with Young. And it's Allen Williams. And there's Chris. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Young. He dishes it to Williams. Got it.
Oh, my
16
God.
feet. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
That's game
many
over if
times
Allen
have we
Williams is
seen a
making
possession
jumpers.
like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Booker against Brogdon. Middleton for 3, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Well, Middleton's still focused on the rim. Even with the hand up, drills that one.
And Young kicks to Chris. They set the pick. Passes it to Booker. Stolen by Brogdon. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Middleton outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Brogdon. Good D by Booker.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
There's a screen by Chris, and Booker kicks to Chris. The feed to Williams. Measuring with the steal. Brogdon against Booker. Dishes to Middleton. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from 11. Here's Measuring. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Great positioning on the glass, jumping all over that miss and sticking it back in.
And the Bucks with some changes. Jabari Parker's checked in for Thon Maker. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And for the Suns, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Williams. Favors comes in for Chris. And it's Conley in for Young. Excellent use of the screen.
Giannis can't hang with the point guard.
And that's 17 points for Mike Conley.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Conley's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He can't hang with the point guard.
Banked in off the glass. Conley's got 11 in the second half.
It's just like Ben Simmons is
as we
better.
saw earlier. I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now, late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other. Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Favors with a screen on Middleton. Chandler a screen. 6 to shoot. But Trey. Conley's shot is off. Bucks trail by 6. In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Conley.
Yeah.
Aminu the pass to Middleton. Aminu with the screen for Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Suns leading by 6. Conley dishes to Butler. And that one
man,
falls,
too bad
coming off
Giannis
Conley's
isn't guarding
feet.
Butler.
25 points for Butler.
Yeah, and you just can't let Butler get that deep. Once he's got that kind of positioning, it's over.
to halt the run, and it's laid up and in by Middleton.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Conley kicks to Butler. Lets it go from 14. Butler missing again.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket for Middleton.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Chandler a screen. Conley the pass to Chandler. That's tipped, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. A different look for Milwaukee. Jordan comes in for measure, and Wesley Matthews subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Conley dishes to Butler. Clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings in the 10 for 14.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Middleton right side. Jordan high post. Butler against Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. 2 points. That one goes. That's 10 points for DeAndre Jordan.
Middleton right now seeing the floor and delivering the ball well to his teammates. Good at finding the open man.
Booker against Middleton. Unloads from 13. Chalk up 2 there. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Favors. Shoots. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 6 assists in the game. Bucks trail by 7. It's Matthews on the wing, over by Conley. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Butler against Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Butler is just hard to guard inside. Really good at using his body to create contact against the defense at the basket.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for Matthews. And so Butler nails both of them.
Get the feeling that Milwaukee hit the jackpot with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Rare to get a superstar as elite as that in the draft, but they found him. He's the biggest superstar that this team has had probably since Michael Redd or Ray Allen.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Now here's Booker over Middleton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Brent for the Bucks. The team knows they need to build around Giannis Antetokounmpo, as he is a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
Well, the front office does have an idea of just how good Giannis is right now, but what he can be, and it'll be interesting how they decide to construct the roster. A lot of these guys are versatile and very, very long, and so that's problematic for the teams that are going to play against. The development has to come from within. This team could make a long playoff run if it does. That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Pass to Jordan. Butler against Antetokounmpo. Jordan kicks to Parker. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you gotta like the timing. But of course, that's Giannis. He's gonna grab anything.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Now here's Butler. Favors with the screen. Butler kicks to Booker. Favors with a screen on Parker. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Booker focused on scoring right there. Even under duress, Booker finding a way to sink a very tough shot.
Jordan the pass to Parker.
Good switch.
Collison kicks to Antetokounmpo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Suns ball.
Phoenix leading by 9. Now here's Conley. Favors with the screen. Conley dishes to Favors. Stolen by Middleton. And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jordan with the rebound.
Oh, shit,
Jordan's
guys.
got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Jordan the screen. Jumper off the screen. And, there's a whistle.
Oh.
He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Jordan no good on the free throw.
I think what separates Jordan from most of the other centers is sheer athleticism, using it whenever he can on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Favors against Parker. Feeds it to Booker. This one for 3, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He is not happy with the perimeter defense. He said, guys, our three-point line is too lax, and they're getting wide-open shots. Got to get over screens and get on top of them and get them off the line. We'll see if they get the message, guys.
Here's Conley after Darren Collison's bucket. And it's Conley penetrating. He can't get that one. Bucks trail by 8. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Count that bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the D has no answers right now for Antetokounmpo. They're out there trying to spell his last name instead of trying to defend the guy.
Favors sets the pick for Conley. Down low. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Conley. And that's now 6 points for Derek Favors. Screen by Parker. Middleton the pass to Parker. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Conley kicks to Chandler. They set the pick. Back to Conley. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really, the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, not a bad time to be ripping the nets from distance, piling up some major points here.
Now here's Middleton. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Jordan sets the pick for Collison. Here's Parker, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Wow, amazing. Creating scoring opportunities for himself, staying aggressive on the offensive end. Solid play.
Booker. That one no good. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 31.
He's just so aggressive on that move. You have to come over fast and hard to stop him.
Conley kicks to Butler. And they double up Butler. And Phoenix has possession.
Wow.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
So you want to get your coach fired up? Do something like that right there. That kind of loss of concentration will drive your coach crazy.
So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.